The hand of the clock was approaching the 10 p.m. mark relentlessly. Lena and Slavia were having a chat and rattling dishes in the kitchen. Oil was sizzling on the pan and some meat was baking in the oven, filling the kitchen with an appetizing savor as the serving of the festive table was reaching its end. In our English classes, at least back then, we used to get a slap on the back of the hand for writing like this, like as the serving of the festive table. I guess you could say verb before noun or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a huge grammar person, but I just find it funny because I've gotten out of this habit of writing like that for a long time. Yes, I do write. Lots of trumpery was hanging from each and every corner I reached. Garlands were winking with bright colors, and doll's glassware was glistening from the branches of the New Year tree. The scent of tangerine and pine needles served as the complement of the elevated atmosphere of holiday, just like in good old days of childhood. It's kind of cool how they take the effort to describe all this stuff when, in fact, the illustration speaks for itself. Also, I'm a little confused about this right here. Oh, I kind of get it. This is sort of like a storage locker cabinet thing. I thought this was the front door and the tree was just got cropped off. But no, it seems to be a locker. Oyana and Elisa ran outside, having a strong intention to try out the explosive contents of the bag that filled it to the limit. So there actually were fireworks, huh? Well, be careful, girls. Masha was lying on the sofa and seemed to be falling asleep. It would have been really cool if they actually drew her right, or if she just materialized right there. I was sitting in an old and soft armchair, staring aimlessly at the TV screen, where a bunch of show business stars in brightly colored dresses, Hollywood smiles shining on their faces, were wishing their audience Happy New Year. Also, another thing I find really funny about these games is when they describe something like an armchair, and I don't see the armchair, and I'm like, oh, it must be out of frame. But then I look at the TV, and I'm like, wait a minute, where are the showbiz stars? It's on the news, whatever. But I just find it funny whenever that happens. A lot of games are like this. It's a visual novel, you know. You sort of need to apply a little bit of your own imagination. Though at that very moment, I had not the slightest intention to notice any of their histrionic behavior. All I wanted to see was a noisy celebration of holidays with cheerful people and their never-fading smiles. And I wanted to believe in their countless wishes of happiness and health, and that every wish would undoubtedly come true, this time at least. My eyes accidentally caught a sight of some kind of a little dark box lying on the floor. Not loving that. Oyana's firecrackers. At the same time, a mobile phone rang somewhere in the kitchen. You want me to drop them? Nah, climb up and take them by yourself. I won't drop them to you. What? Oh, okay. Semyon, go down and give those firecrackers to Oyana. She left them somewhere in the room. Thoughts were moving slowly in my head, as if my mind were enfolded in some haze, and I didn't want to leave the soft and cozy armchair. Though why don't I go out and breathe some fresh air? My stomach needs to take a break from those tempting smells anyways. Okay, so now we get to make a decision. Cool. I think someone's gonna get hurt if I drop these down the window. And plus, I would never do that in real life, anyways. But hey, it's a game. I don't have to follow the conventions of real life. But also, something good might happen if I go down there. It was too stuffy in the apartment. I'll go for a walk. I said to the girls in the kitchen and left the apartment, shuffling on my coat. Awesome. The street greeted me with noises from every corner. Someone was launching fireworks. Children were playing with peg tops, little toys that were spinning and launching sheaves of multicolored sparks. This does look like a apartment sprawl in Russia or somewhere, Eastern Europe. I don't know. Oyana and Lisa were setting up a huge firework that was probably equipped with at least 30 shots, as the box wasn't a small one. I'm afraid to imagine what cut of our budget was spent on this inanity. Got it? I think we're playing as one of those male protagonists that are just super salty about every little thing. To tell you the truth, I think it'd be pretty fucking cool to spend New Year's with like, I don't know, 5, 6 chicks and popping off fireworks. Seems like my kind of thing. And also, it's kind of cool that the text box here got layered in snow. That is a really nice touch. Instead of answering, I showed her the small box. Give it here! Oyana snatched the box out of my hands. Well then. Well, now we're gonna rock this night. She had a twinkle in her eyes just like a small child. She was probably thinking of something to blow up the whole time. Why'd you buy them? You could make it yourself. Isn't the first time for you after all. I'm pretty sure I'd get arrested in this fine communist state of California if I ever tried to make my own fireworks, or incendiaries, for that matter. If looks could kill, there'd be just a small pile of ashes left under me, under Elisa's incinerating glare, or no glare at all, since her eyes disappeared. You're such a jackass, Semyon. What's wrong? Victorious capitalism prevailed over the young chemist? Victorious capitalism prevailed over the young chemist? Old habits still turned up in the worst time possible, and now I realize I unwillingly teased Elisa. Alright, I'm sorry. Don't blow top. Hands raised themselves in a reconciling gesture. Would you for one stop apologizing in an upcoming year? Now she's like smiling. Maybe. Just don't get mad at me. She tiredly waved me aside and chillily shrugged. Maybe chillily? I don't know if chillily is a thing. Yeah, chillily is definitely a thing. I think. I'm gonna get a warm... Wait, I'm gonna get a warm? Freeze yourself if you want to. Maybe it's I'm gonna go... I don't know. Go someplace warm? I'm gonna... My coat wasn't the most frost-proof one, which is why I started to freeze as soon as I left the porch and felt the first wind blast. Just as I wanted to go back into the apartment, I was acutely pulled by the sleeve. Hey, who's gonna launch the fireworks? And there's still some firecrackers left. Fuck go getting a warm, whatever the fuck that means. Let's launch some fireworks. Perhaps I should stay? Elisa, you can go back home while we prepare for the launch. I pointed my fingers at the bag with firework cylinders sticking out of it. Well, so you are a numbskull after all. She snorted, turned around expressly, and trudged back to the apartment. You got what you wanted? I'm a numbskull now. I don't really get where this conversation's going. Oyana just giggled behind my back in response. My neck was instantly bited. Oh, I love that. I love that incorrect use of language. By billions of icy needles. Ah, you redhead piece of... Redhead? Redhead, maybe? She is a redhead. Without even turning around, I carefully drooped, trying to cover myself from incoming snowballs with one hand, while scooping some snow and making a snowball with another. Wait, why are we... I thought we were launching the fireworks. Fine. Hey, that's not fair! She didn't even let me turn around, aiming at my head and quite frequently hitting it. Will you stop already? I'm super salty. That's what happens when I end up hanging out with six chicks for New Year's. Nope. She lost focus just for a moment, and after 2 life-saving jumps, I utilized the nearby bushes as cover. Man, this is getting real tactical here. The stern battle raged on. By dodging snowballs, I managed to warm myself up pretty nice. I no longer wished I had gone home with Elisa. Is this what it means to get a warm then? So do they mean like a warm-up? After another sharp hit to the bright down jacket, a snuffy voice could be heard from behind the tree. Hey, that's not fair. Go on, tell me I should have taken a dive. Of course you should have. She went out from behind the tree, snuffily looking at me with her arms akimbo. Arms apart. Her upset appearance was so funny that a smile appeared on my face. The text kind of went off the box there. Quit sulking with me. Got hit with a snowball. This isn't such a big deal. Oh, cool. Alright, I just think it's cool that they draw them in like different poses and stuff. Alright, let's go launch some firecrackers. Also, I can't tell if those little marks on her face are part of the, if it's makeup or if it's like part of her blush or whatever. I don't know. Her easily appeased temper could knock my socks off sometimes. Just a moment ago she was burning me with her blazing expression. Now she's already suggesting screwing around. Let's go. Whee! Oyana quickly ran away from another aluminum tin, which had a thin gray string of smoke coming out of its hole. In a second, an unlucky piece of aluminum was torn asunder with a sudden blast. Just like a kid. Even despite the fact that Oyana was on her first year of studies in a university, her ways of entertainment couldn't be called ordinary. Judging by the other girls' stories, she was always screwing around apparently. She even volunteered to be a camp leader. Yeah, if you in America, if a girl likes to screw around, yeah. And she's and the fact that she's a university student, yeah. But I guess what they're trying to say is that she's fun-loving and she hasn't killed her inner child yet. Sounds like my type of girl. Oyana as a camp leader. The image appeared in my mind instantaneously. The pioneer uniform, her strict voice, lecturing ankle biters. I couldn't contain the laughter. What you laughing at? Nothing. Just thinking of some individuals still enjoy playing with firecrackers. Oyana gave me a surprised look. What's wrong? That's funny. Where's the fun in that? Just an explosion and the tin is torn apart. It's possible to hurt an eye with a splinter. Let's not do this again, okay? I'm worried. I'm pretty sure this kind of shit would just... Yeah, no. You would get cuffed for doing this shit in socialist California. Blowing up tin cans and whatnot. Or maybe they're describing the actual rocket as like a tin can. I don't know. If it's literally exploding on the streets, yeah, that'd be fucking crazy. Oyana waved her hands in protest. About yourself. About you as well. Well, if you're worried about me, we won't do this again. Explosion went off right behind her back, and everyone died.